Oh, hello and welcome and welcome and hello and welcome. And just for good measure, welcome and hello. Thank you for tuning in to Un Poco Mas, the show where we give you just a little bit more. As you know, my name is Danny Deals on behalf of Hurricane Lopez and Stock Karen. We would like to welcome you to Un Poco Mas. As you know, strong arm trading has a price target of $13.75 on the Sofi stock. Let's get you in with a Topper time check. It's July 17, 2023, 10:53 a.m. out here on the beautiful Pacific Coast. We have about 2 hours left in our trading day. Hope it's a beautiful day wherever you are. Hopefully, your portfolio is treating you well. Guys, the SoFi stock having a day kind of. I think pushing along with a little bit of a short squeeze from Upstart. The stock is up 66 cents on the day, or just over 7% to $9.74. Guys, shorts are definitely covering on the day. We have a net borrowed change, at least reported, of 3 million shares. That's almost 5 million returned, 1.6 borrowed for a net of 3 million. And if you consider, guys, we've only traded um 33 million shares on the day, which is not particularly heavy volume, kind of right where we have been the last few days, between 40 some and 50 some million, probably where we'll land again today. An entire 10% of the entire churn of the stock um, is those return shares. So it's 10% of the entire churn being returned back into that puts a lot of buying pressure on the stock, guys. This is what I've been talking about. SoFi is not going to give you that dramatic shooting star short squeeze, which is what we don't want, guys. But it's going to give you a slow strangle, like wearing a turtleneck that's a size too small on school picture day. And all day you can't breathe and you're irritated and you stretch out the neck with your index finger because it's choking you like someone with really weak hands. And your mom gets all angry because you stretch the neck out for picture day. And when your grandma gets the picture, all those little wallets she's going to try to cut out with her shears, you know, your collar is tilted down and stretched. It looks unsightly. God help us. There is no greater sin. But in any case, I'm not sure. But this is more of like a slow squeeze, a slow strangle, where you're not really hurting the person. You're just sending a message. You're just telling them, hey, you do this one more time. We're going to have problems. Let me see who's trying to reach me here in the nerve center. It is just a message from an associate telling me to buy SoFi. And who am I to argue with some unknown telemarketer? I don't know why someone would just text me a junk message and say, buy SoFi, buy SoFi, buy SoFi. I don't know if that was a real text, guys. I don't even know if that's a real phone. I'm not sure this is a real computer. I feel like David after dentist. The SoFi stock is up 7% on the day. Guys, Upstart's up 14%. Even Affirm, that massive turd is up 6. Lucid, which I don't know how they're not bankrupt, honestly. They can't build any cars. It is a huge mess. All their cars cost $100,000 plus. It is really one of the worst business models I've ever seen. Um, and they make a really cool car. That's the shame of it. It's just, it was basically a money burner. You get that Saudi money in there. They don't care about making profits. It's just all about PR. Palantir up 6, but Upstart really leading the charge, up 14%. SoFi again up 65 cents on the day. Guys, let's talk about this. If you remember, or if you watch my channel for the last more than month, basically when this stock ran up and hit $10 not too long ago, I guess, what was that? Oh, would have been yawn about June 14th, so just over 1 month ago now. I told you guys as it fell back down, I said, guys, look at the chart. Don't panic. The stock is going to consolidate between $8.13 and $8.91. After it consolidates, I think I said for a couple of weeks, it was a little bit longer than that, but I said, what's going to happen? The stock is going to break through the $8.91 level which it did here on 7/11, National Slurpee Day. Guys, good things always happen on National Slurpee Day. Get you a free Slurpee. What I would suggest is that you mix the cola flavor with the cherry. Go halvesies on that. If you kind of get it right, you can make it go side to side. Top it off with a little blue raspberry. Boom! Boom. That's a Slurpee. Anyway, guys, once again, I digress with my hamster brain. On 7/11, we broke through that level and did retest down to almost 880, basically, twice. Came down, retested once, tested 9 twice, here again, here again, here again. So 5 tests kind of different levels. 2 tests of 880, 3 tests of sort of the $9 area. And then what did I tell you? 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 The stock is going to break through $10 prior to earnings because the shorts are terrified. They're trapped. They don't even know why they're short this stock, guys. They don't even know why they're short this stock. I'm gonna make a point to you guys about these charts. Let's just talk about their thesis. Let's get into this thing. Like, okay, guys. So Andrew Jeffrey comes out. He reiterates his buy rating as he tends to do after these useless, dishonest turds spread FUD and downgrade the SoFi stock. I think he feels obligated to reiterate his buy rating and kind of explain why these people are just being wrong and illogical and wrong on purpose and they're, corrupt and dishonest. Not a reference to David Chiavarini with Wedbush, a 0-star analyst, one of the worst analysts in the country. Just an aside, it's not a reference to him. But Andrew Jeffrey, one of the best analysts in the country who is successful almost 70% of the time, again, reiterates his buy with 11 on the SoFi stock. The point about the shorts, guys. Morgan Stanley. Somebody posted on StockTwits earlier a comparison what they were saying about SoFi when they had a $34 price target on the stock and they had a buy on it a few years back. They said, "Oh, SoFi is going to double from 1 million to 2 million members, then to 5 million members in a couple years. They're going to get their bank charter. They're going to all the things they lined up for SoFi to be worth $34 a share, possibly besides making profit by now." Which they're about to do. All those things have come true. And as all those things come true, what does Morgan Stanley do? Raise their target from 34 to, 45? Oh no, contraire, mon frere. They cut their rating to a sell and their price target is $7, leading to 24% downside on the stock. It's just effing ridiculous, guys. When they're trying to pump the stock to $34 price target, look up Morgan Stanley's calls. That lady Betsy, whatever her name is, she has no credibility. She sent this turd Jeffrey Adelson out there to put this downgrade on because she doesn't want to look ridiculous, guys. She had a $34 price target on the stock. All the stuff she said they should do to earn that valuation, they've done. And yet, she cuts the stock and she doesn't even have the balls as a grown woman to put her name on it. She sends out this Jeffrey Adelson, who's a 2-star turd and just a massive, massive mouthpiece for the shorts, bears, and turds. Reginald Smith, again, JP Morgan. In my mind, a disgraceful call. Remember, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, a lot of these lowest ratings, they are direct competitors with SoFi. So they have a vested interest in killing the stock. Remember, SoFi is taking their clients. I saw a thing the other day. SoFi is opening more new personal checking accounts than Wells Fargo. They have 4% market share. A year ago, they had 1% market share. So they 4x their market share. And the Bears are like, well, they don't have the other 96%, losers. Bunch of losers. They didn't get 100% of the market share of checking accounts in the first 2 years. They just 4x their market share. Fucking losers. Just what do you do with these people? You laugh at them, you ignore them, you put them in the clown car, and you send them home in the short bus. Yeah, the bears on this stock on like the chat boards are such weak d-bags. They try to explain things and be condescending, and they're semi-literate fools with no money, and it's like, dude, you're gonna explain something to me? You think not? Oh boy. In any case, guys, the shorts have no numbers. The shorts have no numbers. It's always vague speculation. They talk about loan defaults are going to balloon. Hasn't happened. SoFi's planning for more defaults, but hasn't happened. They've overplanned. The growth is slowing. Yes, as a ratio, law of big numbers, small numbers, whatever the hell that is. Yes, that's true. You're not going to be able to grow 33% at the top line forever, but you don't have to, guys. I mean, 20%, 22%, that's incredible growth. Now, they're saying 15% CAGR over the next 5 years. Don't buy that, guys. That figure is going to be much closer to 20%, if not 22%. Looking to go from 1.5 to 2.05 this year. I mean, that's more than 33% growth at the top line. That's not going to slow down to under 20 next year, guys. We're firing on all cylinders. No profit. That ends. They don't put any valuation on Galileo, even though SoFi paid like $2.3 billion for Galileo and Thesis. It makes up 20% of their revenue. It's going to have excellent margins, should be growing at a rate of 17, 18% over the next 5 years. They value that as zero because it's just a bank. And if you want to value it as a bank, they never talk about deposit growth or direct deposit growth, which are the two most important things probably for a bank, because the direct deposit growth drives the deposit growth, and that's what allows you to grow and make more loans and make more profit. It's just that simple. And SoFi's doing it, and they don't want to talk about it. The growth of risky personal loans. Like, but the facts, the numbers say those loans are not defaulting. They're like, well, they're going to default. How do you know? The entire bear short thesis is based upon vague, speculative nonsense with no evidence, no foundation. And SoFi management comes out and they tell you, these are the numbers. This is, well, you can't sell your loans on the market. No demand for your loans. Like, makes no sense, guys. Why would there not be demand for the SoFi stocks loans, the SoFi company's loans that they have on their books, when these are the highest quality borrowers in the industry? God, sorry about the shiny forehead. Dear Lord. In any case, guys, that's a SoFi stock. I don't want to go on too long. I already did a live stream this morning if you want to check it out. Just checking up on the price action. The algo's working hard. Volume has been sucked out of the stock again. You can see all day, guys, the volume was choppy. These big candles going in and out, these big dips. And big accelerations in volume, huge acceleration of volume as we climb the mountain, and then it's dipping back down. The algo's trying to take command of the stock. Don't think it's going to work, guys. We're too close to earnings. There's too big of a short. They're terrified. There's a bull market. I think the inflation data says we're not going to see another interest rate hike. I think we are going to see the resumption of student loan payments, and whether that, refi opportunities 200 billion or 100 billion or 150 billion, SoFi is going to capitalize, and it's only going to get bigger over time as interest rates come down, probably in the next 1 and 2 and 3 years. Things should normalize, get the inflation under control. It's already looking like we're heading in that direction. So, guys, SoFi on the day, almost 35 million shares traded, up 60 cents. The algo is trying to pull it down a little bit. Shorts working very, very hard. Don't know if there's any update on the short interest. Cost to borrow max, only 5% today as they're returning a lot of shares, but that's still pretty high for this stock. That number is usually 1% or less. So, guys, yeah, same thing. No update over there. As far as the chart, let's just take a look at the 1 day and see if we can see anything interesting. Yeah, guys, we are, the 50-day across that 100-day, right at the open, and then it's been kind of playing around there, but the 50-day just accelerating past. This is a very, very bullish chart, guys. I think we're going to break down that 1020 or that previous high prior to earnings. Could be tomorrow, guys, the way things are looking. But the SoFi stock looking very, very strong. We had an interesting discussion this morning on the live stream. If you care to go back and take a look, everyone was giving their predictions for the earnings per share this coming up. I'm predicting a loss of 2 to 3 cents, looking for 2 cents a share. Looking for very solid growth in membership, close to 500,000. Looking for really solid growth, over 2 billion in deposits. I'm just looking for the SoFi stock to just keep firing on all cylinders. We don't need to hit home runs every single quarter. Doubles and triples, base hits, they just pile up. You just run up the score, guys. It doesn't all have to be flashy. It doesn't all have to be showboat. Being the AWS of fintech, that's not a flashy, showy business. Being a bank, being a lender, that's not a flashy, showy business. SoFi is a big name. It's got its name on a stadium. It's a big retail favorite. But at the end of the day, guys, this is about numbers. This is about X's and O's. This is about making money. This is about the margins. This is about the growth. And SoFi's management is just hitting the ball out of the park. So, once again, down in the comments to this video, if you'd like to tell me where you think the stock is going to be at earnings, tell me what you think the ER is going to say, and more importantly, what do you think the market reaction, the share price reaction will be to earnings? If we have a significant beat, say -2 cents per share, which would be like a nickel beat, I think, from what the street is calling for, which would be a couple of cents improvement over the 5 cent loss we've seen the last couple of quarters. What do you think the price action will be on the stock? You think it's getting attacked and going down no matter what? Guys, the stock has run up an awful lot, but I personally think we're going to get up over $10 before earnings. And if the ER is a home run, I think we're going to stay up there and go even higher. If the ER is just, slightly, so-so, they're going to attack the stock. I think we'll get pushed back down into the eights. But that's just my opinion. I really like the SoFi stock looking extremely strong today on the back of a really good day for financials, fintechs, just growth stocks in general, that old guard, some of the SPAC stocks finally getting their day in the sun that we so richly deserve. But the stock pulling back just a little bit. I think it's ripe for another push up here at either 11:30 or noon. But time will tell on that one, guys. Please leave me your thoughts on the ER and the price action down in the comments. Let me know what your thoughts are on the SoFi stock, the market in general, and anything else you'd like to see and hear about in terms of the SoFi stock or anything else on this channel. Guys, we appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching Un Poco Mas, the show where we try to give you just a little bit more. My name is Danny Deals on behalf of Hurricane Lopez and Stock Karen. We hope you have a great rest of your Monday. It is Monday, as I said, July 17, 2023. The time is 10:09 a.m. out here in beautiful Los Angeles. Sun just coming out over the ocean. I can see it from my palatial faux office window. And guys, there's 2 hours left in the trading day. Let's see what the SoFi stock does. The chart is telling me we're going to be looking at a strong finish. Shorts are covering, shorts are terrified. I expect that short interest to be back down to the 10-11% level, if not lower, by the time the ER comes out. Thanks for watching, guys. It's Un Poco Mas. Have a great day, turds.